Action.
All right. Welcome back, everyone. Today, let's talk about scatter graphs. What is a scatter graph? A scatter graph is a useful way of representing two sets of data. Now, the objective for today, we should be able to draw and interpret scatter graphs. And the keywords that we're going to be using mostly today would be correlation, positive correlation, negative correlation, and line of best fit. So let's talk about positive correlation. What do we mean by positive correlation? I'll take you back to when we're talking about gradient. When the gradient is positive, our line, when our gradient was positive, our line was to the right. And when the gradient was negative, our line was to the left, right? Positive gradient, negative gradient. So we're going to use the same analogy here. So here we have the relationship between two sets of data. So we've got the data that gives you the mileage of a car and the data that gives you the age of a car. And here, the relationship or the correlation, that's what we mean by correlation, the relationship between the two sets of data is, it seems to be positive. As you see that the dots or the relationship seems to be going like this. So let's draw the line of best fit. So if you had to draw a line here, where would the line be? And we want a line that is going to represent both sets of data. So at least I want a line that I'm going to have the same number on top, the number of points on top and at the bottom as well. So it would be almost there. So that is my line of best fit. So I'll say line of best fit. Let's call it LBF, line of best fit. But then what I want to ask as well is, why do you think we have a positive line of best fit? What does it tell you about the relationship between the age of a car and the mileage of a car? I'll leave that one for you to decide. Okay, let's talk about the negative correlation. We say this is positive correlation because it has a positive gradient. And this one has a negative correlation because if you have to draw a line here, a line that will represent all these points here, okay? I can draw, my line will be almost there. And we say that line is what? Is the line of best fit. The line of best fit, that's what I mean. The line of best fit. So what does this tell us? What does this tell us about the relationship between the age of a car and the age, or the value of the car and the age of a car, right? So we can actually see from this one, as the age of a car increases, also the mileage of a car increases. And that's if you are driving that car, it's not stopping. Think, okay? So on the second part, if the age of a car, as the age of a car increases, the value of the car decreases. And I want you to think, why is it so? Why is it so? Let's talk about the third type of relation. It's a non-relation, but why am I saying it's a relation? It's a relation because it shows me the relationship between the age of the two sets of data that I'm given. But here, do we have a relation, a correlation? I think there is no correlation there. There is no correlation because I cannot draw a positive, I cannot draw any of the line of best fits, whether it's positive or negative. I can't make sense of the data that I have here. So in this one, we say there is no correlation. There is no correlation because I cannot draw a negative, I cannot draw a positive, so the points are just everywhere. And think about the reason why there will be no relationship here. There is no relationship. Adult's age versus their height. There is no relationship. Think about why. So that will be the first video. The second video, we're going to be looking at the worked example. I hope you enjoy this one.